What unexpectedly steamy improv will we see in the upcoming season?
You had moves that made even the devil blush.
How did Tom's drunk night out drastically change the script? And what dirty jokes did Tom Ellis never expect to end up in the final cut?
Other act of selfless benevolence. Fix it in post.
Let's find out. The most hilarious line. Hello there, Chloe and Lucifer shippers. I've got some unexpected improv served hot, specially for you. Remember that iconic moment when at the end of the episode Vegas with some radish, Lucifer gave Chloe a bullet necklace? Of course you do, and I bet you know exactly what phrase followed.
Well, I thought since I'd never likely penetrate you, I'd commemorate the one time you penetrated me.
Imagine my shock when I found out that was never in the script. The penetration line was completely improvised by Tom. Even the detective wasn't able to keep a straight face and immediately cracked. The production team enjoyed Lauren's spontaneous and genuine laugh so much that the director never said cut, so they finished the scene and kept it untouched in the final edit. Well, you can clearly see how much Tom Ellis enjoys coming up with funny lines that Lucifer would likely say.
I guess one of the things I have in common with Lucifer is I've got a bit of a naughty sense of humour, and I like, pranks.
He shared, our producers, directors and writers have been very encouraging of me to improvise around that as well and come up with stuff. That in itself is fun. What a joker. Even though Ellis never expected some of his jokes to end up in the episodes, seeing them on screen made him feel a real sense of achievement. Size matters. The production team absolutely love most of Tom's somewhat dirty jokes and wordplays.
It just ties in with the notion that in America, you can say the worst thing in the world, but if you say it with a British accent, everyone thinks you're incredibly charming.
So they basically end up adding almost all of them to the final episodes. Some of his hilarious improvs appeared just by accident on set. While filming the scene where Lucifer, Chloe and Ella investigate a television studio, one supporting actor is moving decorations in the background. Tom and the girls didn't know that someone else was going to appear in that shot, so when Ellis saw the guy, he immediately improvised.
It's the biggest cock I've ever seen.
Same here, Tom. However, without the visuals, you definitely think Tom's jokes are a bit extra for a show that has no 18+ restriction. Still, in this case, his improv is just a really smart, hilarious wordplay. Tom Ellis himself does mostly consider every single joke he makes pretty appropriate. He shared, "We have a lot of fun in the takes, just throwing stuff in. You don't always get that kind of license, but with this character, it seems appropriate."
It's pretty appropriate.
Well, I guess everyone would agree Tom's incredibly witty mind and hilarious jokes can crack anyone up. However, his improvs were not the only thing that drastically changed the script. The devil with the angelic voice. Well, all of you have heard this man singing, at least on Lucifer.
And the wind began to howl.
And here we must admit, this man might be a devil, but he certainly sings like an angel. Can you believe we nearly missed hearing his perfect voice? Who knew that Tom's habit of singing wherever he goes would influence his character? Did you know that initially he wasn't supposed to be the singing devil?
We were shooting season 1 and we were out having a social night out in Vancouver, which is where we used to shoot the show. And we ended up in a karaoke bar.
You heard the guy, and I bet you know exactly what's coming. Imagine a drunken night out that incidentally made the showrunners change the whole script. And that's exactly what happened.
I had a few drinks, I got on there, and my showrunners were there, and they didn't know that I could sing. So they were sort of like quite happy at the prospect of writing that into the show afterwards.
What a happy accident. And I, for one, am glad that a karaoke night changed the way we saw Lucifer throughout the seasons. And yet, apart from classic singing, have any of you seen this guy's hidden talent for rapping?
You got to hold the kid, but do it at the right time. You may be slow or fast, but you must get to the line. They'll always hit you and hurt you. Defend and attack. There's only one way to beat them. Get right on the back.
Knowing how much Tom inspires the showrunners for new creative scenes, I bet we can expect to see a rapping Lucifer in the near future. Meanwhile, before I show you a surprising improv from the upcoming season, let's take a short look at another unscripted but cute detail. A small move that changed the script. Ella has to be one of the most adorable characters in Lucifer, especially with her cute and random hugs.
You're gonna miss me.
However, what's funny is that those hugs weren't really a definitive part of her character. In Ella's first appearance on Lucifer in Season 2, her hugging Lucifer was never in the script. Amy just decided to hug him, and Tom went along with it.
You're a newbie, aren't you?
Oh, hey, yeah. Ella Lopez. I just transferred in a couple days ago.
The showrunners liked that simple, sincere move so much that it made it into the scene. And later, the whole team came up with the idea to make those cute hugs a part of her character's identity. Now, as promised, a small spoiler. An unexpected dance improv from the Season 5B. Detective Decker going nuts? Most of you have probably already seen teasers for the upcoming Season 5B. Lucifer decided to follow in the footsteps of many other shows that have gone musical for a special episode. So the new season promises a devil of a good time with something special from the cast that we've never seen before. And a tiny spoiler alert, Lauren German unexpectedly got hella creative in this one. Some time ago, creators dropped the first glimpse of the season with an exclusive clip, another one bites the dust, and it looks absolutely stunning.
Another one bites the dust.
Modrovic revealed that this opening number was so choreographed, but there was still moments of improvisation. Sherwin Gelati, who directed the musical episode, joined Modrovic in teasing fans and described some shenanigans courtesy of one cast member. There's a moment that one of the actors does something on her own volition. It was not a piece of choreography. I bet when hearing this phrase, Lauren German is the last name to cross your mind. However, that comment was made about her. She turned out to be the one who surprised absolutely everyone on set, even though Lauren found the musical episode tough to perform.
How has the dancing and the singing been for you?
Great.
Yeah.
Moving on.
German admitted dancing is extremely challenging for her, and she was absolutely terrified of singing. So, mostly she's going to lip sync throughout the episode.
It's been totally hard for me. It's really, really hard.
This
all
one's
of
an
it.
amazing dancer.
However, since Tom mentioned she's fine, I think it's time to spill the beans. Curious to know what Decker's improv was that shocked the whole production team? While neither the showrunner nor the director would spill what exactly Lauren German does on her own volition, they still left us a couple of small hints. They mentioned it was a moment between Lauren and Tom where she totally took control. And those hints made me think of one moment in particular. In case you didn't notice or have never seen the teaser, let me show you once again.
Let's go. Steve walks warily down the street with a brim pulled way down low.
Have you seen this? Who is this woman and where is Detective Decker? Seems like Chloe gets pretty comfortable with Lucifer dancing up on him. I bet none of you expected Chloe to ever be so bold in such a public way. I guess now we can totally understand why everyone was so surprised. However, we can't know for sure until the whole episode is out. Hopefully we'll see more of Chloe's unexpected improvs. Meanwhile, if you enjoyed this, go watch our other Lucifer videos too. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, stay awesome.